So wiping out Jews and Christians is world peace to you?
Wiping what? Sorry.
Wiping out the Jews
Yeah.
and the Christians,
Yeah.
claiming that they commit shirk,
Yeah.
is that world peace?
No.
That's what the Quran wants to happen.
Yes.
This I call
Yeah.
troublemakers ruling the world.
Yeah.
Islam is a recipe for disaster.
Yes.
Why is being utterly clueless and evil? It wants to destroy those who are really peaceful. And that is evil. Do you know what Surah Al-Baqarah says?
I've read it, but
Do you know or don't you know?
So what do you mean?
Do you know what Surah Al-Baqarah says?
Roughly, I know all of them.
Roughly.
I've
Tell
read-
me what roughly it
I've-
says. Al-Baqarah. What does it say roughly?
I've read all the ayats. You know, and I
Al-Baqarah.
have- it's
What
been
does it
interpreted
roughly
to
say?
all the Kurdish.
Please. What does it say roughly?
You tell me.
So you don't know, I know, and yet you are
Okay,
telling me
tell
I don't know the
You tell me what is
Quran.
Baqarah then.
Please help us understand, how does Muhammad introduce world peace? Thank you, Rash. If you keep moving, thank you. How does Muhammad introduce world peace?
The word of Islam is mean peace, by the way, anyway.
Sure. But give specifics right now. So you are, we live in this world, right? 21st century. In the future, how is Muhammad and Islam planning to implement world peace? Give me specific details.
The most important that Prophet Muhammad teach me is to treat our neighbors, respect the oldest, my mom, my dad. I have never seen any from this Quran anything that is danger, is all for humanity and is all a guidance and to respect this world and this land.
Did you listen? Did everyone listen? He is a Muslim and he is saying there is nothing evil in the Quran. He knows the Quran. Clearly you know the Quran. So he knows the Quran and he is saying there is nothing evil in the Quran. And so thank you very much for that introduction. Now if you can respond to the question I've asked, how does Islam, according to the Quran which you know, so please show me some ideas here in the Quran. How does Islam plan to introduce world peace, please? But show me something from here, not your mother, not your family and so on, please. How does Islam plan to bring about world peace, please?
Very simple. I don't need to read.
No, please read. I want to read here. Islam.
Is قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا أعبد ما عبدتم لكم دينكم. It's very important. لكم دينكم ولي دين. My religion is for me, so we don't involve, we don't harm anyone, and we respect every religion.
One second.
Yes.
You need to, one second.
Yes, we do.
You need to stay focused. Please listen carefully.
Okay.
Islam
Yes.
allows Muslims like you to lie.
Yes.
I completely understand.
Yes.
But you need to stay focused right now and answer the question I have asked.
Okay.
I am not asking whether you are going to kill someone right now. That's not the question.
Okay.
The question I've asked right now is, how does Islam, based on the Quran, plan to introduce world peace? How? Give me specific details from the Quran to help us understand how, at the very end of times, Islam plans to implement world peace.
Very simple.
Yeah.
If you killed one person, innocent person, you've killed the whole mankind. Simple.
Maybe you don't know. Maybe I'll respond. I'll tell
Well,
you.
that's in the Quran.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
According to the Quran,
Yes.
I'll tell you how world peace is going to happen. Jews and Christians, because they are idolaters, they're going to be wiped out. Only Muslims get to live based on a Sharia.
Yes.
This, the Quran calls world peace.
That's right.
And world, yeah, you see, that's right. In other words, terrorists who have never seen God are going to delinquently wipe out people who have seen God,
Yes.
who have experienced God, namely the Jews and the Christians. You call it world peace?
No, not in the moment.
So wiping out Jews and Christians is world peace to you?
Wiping what? Sorry?
Wiping out
Yeah.
the Jews
Yeah.
and the Christians,
Yeah.
claiming that they commit shirk,
Yeah.
is that world peace?
No.
That's what the Quran wants to happen.
Yes. But
And that's terrible. That's not peace.
But we cannot force them. لكم دينكم
I know
ولي دين.
you're not planning to force, but I'm asking you, what does the Quran plan to do at the end of times?
everybody believe in one God.
No. I don't believe in your Islamic Allah. I don't.
Yeah.
I believe in my precious God, Jesus,
Yeah.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Yehovah.
Yeah.
Based on evidence. That's whom I believe. And I believe based on evidence. Do you have evidence for the Islamic Allah?
Quarter of this book is talk about Mary and Jesus
No,
anyway.
I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Have you experienced the Islamic Allah? Have you?
I don't need to.
In other words, you don't have evidence.
see everything.
Please listen.
Yeah.
In other words, you don't have evidence. I have evidence.
What is your
But
evidence?
you're going to. Well, Jesus in human history died, came back alive. In human history. That's
Well,
my
that's
evidence.
God power.
Islamic Allah, did he ever show up in human history?
So yeah, we believe
Islamic
the same thing
Allah,
with Jesus.
did he ever show up in human history?
He doesn't need to.
In other words, he never showed up.
Boy, yeah, the
In
Islam
other
is
words,
the Abrahamic
once,
religion.
once,
yeah,
once.
come on, man.
Can you once?
Yes.
Can you imagine all? Are you a medical doctor?
No.
Can you imagine as a non-medical doctor, you insisting, I'm going to wipe out all medical doctors, and I and my entourage who are not medical doctors are going to perform surgeries.
Yeah.
Will that be a happy thing to do?
Of course, yeah.
So wiping out all medical doctors,
No, wipe it. Sorry, I thought you said.
wiping out all medical
Yeah,
doctors,
yeah.
and for those who are not medical doctors, clueless about medicine, to perform surgeries, is that a good
No,
thing?
you can't. You can't.
That's exactly what you said is going to happen in terms of religion. Muslims never have experienced the Islamic Allah. None of them. Never. Ever. Christians and Jews have experienced in human history the miraculous God, Yehovah.
Yeah.
But the Muslims who have never experienced are going to wipe out all those who have experienced and are going to rule the world. And that I call...
Can I ask you a question then? You've asked me enough
No,
questions.
I'll finish and then you can ask.
Yeah.
This I call
Yeah.
troublemakers ruling the world.
Yeah.
Islam is a recipe for disaster.
Yes.
Why is being utterly clueless and evil? It wants to destroy those who are really peaceful. And that is evil, not peace. Evil.
No, that's not true.
I finished what I've said. So you wanted to ask me something. Please go ahead.
So you don't believe that Islam is a Abraham religion?
Islam is not from Abraham. Islam cannot be from Abraham.
Why? So why do we reference that in the Quran?
Why do what?
Why Prophet Muhammad says and guides us that we are Abraham religion?
Anyone can say anything. Liars
Yeah.
lie. Why do liars lie? You tell me. Why do liars lie?
Okay.
Why
One
do liars?
question.
No, no,
One
no,
question.
no.
One
The
question.
gentleman, please.
One
no,
question.
Once.
Let
You,
me
you
finish
asked
now.
me a question earlier.
Okay,
Once.
no.
You asked me a question earlier.
Yeah.
We need to get to the root of it.
Yeah.
You asked me why, if Islam is not Abrahamic,
Yeah.
why did Muhammad say Islam is Abrahamic? And I'm responding. I've responded. And you need to now assess the response.
Yeah.
Liars lie.
Okay.
This is what they do, and that's why they are called liars.
Yeah.
So why did Muhammad lie? Because he's a liar. Liars lie. So just because some liar lie, if you believe, you are
That's
naive.
what you think. That's your opinion.
So tell me,
Yeah.
how is the Quran, how is
The
Islam
most peaceful
Abrahamic?
book in the world. The most peaceful book in the world.
Have you explored
One
Islamic
last
history?
thing, one last thing
Have
to
you
you.
explored Islamic history?
One last. Do you
One
think
second.
Jesus is a
Have
God?
you
Gospel?
explored?
Just Answer
Have
that
you-
question. Answer that question.
Have you explored Islamic
Answer
history?
my
sir?
question. Do you think Jesus is a God?
Yes, he is. Have you explored Islamic history carefully, sir?
Okay, if Jesus is a God, does God need to go to toilet?
Did you see him go to
Huh?
toilet?
He was a human.
Did you see
He was
him?
a human.
Listen.
Why does Jesus need?
Listen.
Why?
Listen carefully.
If he no,
Listen,
no,
Kev.
no. Believe me.
Listen carefully.
He did go to toilet. He was doing the same thing. He was eating.
Unbelievable.
You know, he was eating food.
He is
like
saying
me.
Islam-
He was, yeah,
One
he was
second.
eating
Excuse me,
food
sir.
like me
Excuse me,
and you.
sir.
I'm going to toilet.
Please listen. One second.
You know what?
No,
I
no,
love
no.
Jesus
No, no,
more
no.
than you.
No, no, please.
I love Jesus more than you.
Don't love. When
love
you're
him.
utterly clueless, don't love.
You know,
Please,
we love Jesus.
But please.
But as a human, as a prophet, not a son of God.
Could I-
Son of God is a very miracle. You cannot.
Can I?
is
One second.
Yeah.
Can I love you? Can I love you as a 7-foot tall man?
Sorry.
Can I say I love this 7-foot tall man? Can I do that?
No, no.
Why not?
No, but you can't because you cannot see me.
No. You're not 7 foot tall, yeah? I am 5.5.
Yeah.
You must be maybe just under 6. But if I said I love this 7-foot tall man, I love this 7-foot tall man, or I love this. Where are you from, sir? Ethnically,
I'm Kurdish.
Kurdish.
Yeah.
If I said I love this this Moroccan, is that a sensible thing to do?
No.
No, clearly. So don't say I love Jesus when you have rejected
I
his
do love
divinity.
Jesus.
Please don't. Please don't. He is divine.
We must love Jesus.
No, you.
It's a duty. From Islam, we have to love all the prophets. Prophet Ibrahim.
Do you know what Islam truly is, my dear friend? Islam
is a peace. Is a peace.
No, this is very important.
That's
Please.
the name of the Islam.
No. Please listen
That's
to me
the meaning
carefully.
of Islam.
Have you heard the word democracy?
Yes.
You know what democracy is?
Yes.
What is it?
You
Okay. Listen carefully. Democracy is the rule of the people, by the people, for the people. Yeah? Of the people, by the people, for the people. Do you know what Islam is?
What is it then? You tell
Islam is the rule of the criminals,
me.
by the criminals, for the criminals.
Have you read this Quran?
Listen carefully.
Have you read this Quran?
Multiple times. That's why
I don't believe you.
when you were listen carefully.
If you
when
have
you were
read this Quran properly, trust me, you will not talk about Islam like
do you
that.
know what Al-Anfal says? Surah Al-Anfal. Do you know what it says?
I don't remember right now. No.
Do you know what Surah At-Tawbah says?
Yes.
What does it say?
Toba.
At-Tawbah, yeah.
Toba, I know, but I cannot memorize anything.
So why did
right
you
now.
say you know?
No.
If you don't
I've
know,
read
just say
it.
you
I've
don't
read
know.
it. This is what I'm
Do
saying.
you know what Surah Al-Baqarah says?
I've read it, but
Do you know or don't you know?
So what do you mean?
Do you know what Surah Al-Baqarah says?
Roughly, I know all of them.
Roughly.
I've
Tell
read-
me what roughly it says. Al-Baqarah. What does it say roughly?
I've read all the ayats. You know, and I
Al-Baqarah.
have- it's
What
been
does it
interpreted
roughly
to
say?
all the Kurdish.
Please. What does it say roughly?
You tell me.
So you don't know, I know, and yet you are
Okay,
telling me
tell
I don't know the
tell me what is
Quran.
Baqarah then.
Surah Al-Baqarah speaks about the conflict in relation to Masjid al-Haram. That's about 1/3 of the Quran. One third of the surah. Another 1/3 speaks about conflict with Jews and the Christians. And so Surah Al-Baqarah is vastly that. Surah Al-Ma'idah talks about mainly how the Quran differs with the Jews and the Christians on Islamic doctrine. Yet how Islam would treat them. That's Surah Al-Ma'idah. Surah At-Tawbah speaks about again the conflict in relation to. I'm here, sir. So I know your Quran. So don't tell me I haven't read when you are utterly clueless. Once. The Quran, when you understand the Quran, you will understand is a manual of global terror. It's not a manual of global peace. It's a manual of global terror.
How could you say that?
Well,
You've been
because
listening to a propaganda. You've been listening to social media. You've been listening to
Boko Haram.
To all the
Boko Haram.
You know,
Do you know
haven't
Boko Haram?
listened to the proper person.
Do you know
You've
Boko
listened
Haram?
to the corruption people.
Do you know Boko Haram?
Islam is the most peaceful religion.
Do you know
in the
Boko
world.
Haram?
We have never. We never.
Do you know Boko Haram?
Sorry.
Do you know Boko Haram?
You know Boko Haram more than anybody.
Oh, this guy is back. The troublemaker is back. Do you know Boko Haram?
Bro, my time is
Do you
finished.
know
My
Al-Shabaab?
time is finished.
Do you know Al-Shabaab? Do you know Al-Shabaab?
It's not worth it.
Do you know Al-Shabaab?
Have a good day.
Do you know Al-Qaeda? Do you know Lashkar-e-Taiba?
You know them.
He tells me I don't know world history. The Dawa Dash. My dear friends, what is Islam? Islam is what I call criminalocracy. You might have heard theocracy. You might have heard democracy. You might even have heard of communism, capitalism, and so on. Islam is where criminals rule for the criminals, by the criminals, of the criminals. Muhammad is one of the worst criminals the world has ever seen. And Muhammad and his entourage have been faithfully raising up criminals throughout history. And they want to rule across the world according to the criminal Islamic Sharia, where chop chop, boom boom, if you reject Islam. And that criminal religion calls itself a religion of peace. This must be one of the worst jokes the world has ever heard. And it sends people like my precious friend, who is a Kurd. Can you imagine? My precious friend is a Kurd. But the Kurdish man...
My Iman is teach me not to argue. It's your opinion. Lakum dinukum waliya din.
What did Muhammad do?
You know, sorry.
So Muhammad, what did
He
Muhammad
bring
do?
humanity to this world.
What did
He
Muhammad
bring-
do
he
in
bring
the
peace-
Surah
peace to-
At-Tawbah?
He bring peace to
In
this world.
Surah At-Tawbah, what did Muhammad do?
Everybody should thanks to Prophet Muhammad for bringing
Mr.
peace to this,
Kurdishman,
to
please
this
listen.
world.
Please listen carefully.
No.
I have respect for
no,
Kurds.
no.
One of my close friends is a Kurdishman. Please, please listen.
Yeah, I have to go.
No,
My
you don't
friend-
have to go. Please
no,
help me.
seriously.
How did
No,
Muhammad bring about peace in Surah At-Tawbah? Please.
It's okay. It's okay.
How did Muhammad bring about peace in Surah Al-Anfal? Please. The gentleman doesn't know the Quran and therefore he is delusional.